Hey everybody, it's Tara Bryan, and you are listening to the Course Building Secrets podcast. Whether you're a coach or a CEO, the success of your team and clients is based on your ability to deliver a consistent experience and guide them on the fastest path to results. This podcast will give you practical, real-life tips that you can use today to build your online experiences that get results and create raving fans. Why? So you can monetize your expertise and serve more people without adding more time or team to your business. If you're looking to uncover your $1 million framework, package it, and use it to scale, you're in the right place. Let's dive in. Hey everybody, welcome to today's episode. I am thrilled that you're here today. Hey, in this episode, I want to talk about AI in your business. So often when I'm having conversations with people, AI comes up and it's like, do we use it? Do we not use it? Is it cheating? Is it not cheating? Is it a tool? What is it and what place does it have in business? So interestingly enough, I was having a conversation the other day with my father, and I have 2 teenage daughters. And obviously, AI in education is a hot topic. And he was sort of bringing up the point of, AI in schools and, kids using it to cheat on papers and different things. And I said, well, interestingly enough, I just had a conversation with one of my daughters about using AI as a tool to help her write her college essay. And so I want to just break down this conversation because I mentioned to him, I'm like, I use AI every single day. And I don't use it as, something to just grab and copy. I use it as something to help me clarify and organize my message and other messages that we're using throughout the business. So I'm going to tackle both of those and share a little bit about this conversation because I think it was really valuable. And a lot of times people come into an AI conversation and they're like, it's taking over the world and it's something that people are using for evil and all of the things. And so I want to bring a different perspective of how you can use it to help you streamline your business, to really help you with your messaging, and also use it as a tool to maximize your impact with your customers. So, all right, so let's just break this down because I think that there are a couple of different things happening. First of all, let me just go back to the conversation I was having with my daughter. One of the things about her writing style is she is an excellent analytical mind. She is, science and math focused. And so her writing tends to be a little bit more analytical in nature. So when she is writing something that requires a story or sort of an emotional component, it's harder for her to write those because it's just her brain doesn't naturally write that way. And so as she's writing her college essay, one of the things she has to think about is how to tell her story, how to really talk about how the various things that she's had with in her life have impacted the way that she thinks or who she has become as a person. And so I recommended to her, use ChatGPT and go in and ask for illustrative examples of really great essays, and not to copy them, but to use it to be able to craft a different type of writing that she wouldn't naturally be doing. And so she's able to go in, look at examples, and then use that to take the writing style and apply it to her own style. And so that was a first interesting conversation because she's like, well, somebody in my grade, just wrote their paper with ChatGPT, copied it and handed it in. I'm like, well, obviously, that that's not the right model to be using AI for, right? But to use it as a tool to get examples, to get illustrated sort of samples of how you can structure what you're doing helps you become a better writer, helps you become a better thinker so you can craft something that is more understandable for other people. So that was my example of how she could use it to really enhance what she's already doing. So to me, it's similar to going and looking at
a bunch of books with examples in them, right? You're just using a tool that's you're able to customize what you're asking for. So super smart strategy as far as I'm concerned. Then the other part of the conversation was, well, what place does that have within education? And if businesses are using it, but educational institutions don't want to be using it, how does that conflict, or how does that work when new um, new people are coming to the workplace and then they're told that they can start using AI and all of that. And so for me, like one of the biggest things is, and maybe this is a bigger conversation, but really going to like, what are the critical thinking skills that you need to be able to decipher whether or not what you're reading in AI or what you're creating in AI is actually something that, um, is legit, and it's something that is not just copied or plagiarized from something else, and it's something that you're able to use as a tool. And so again, we had a big conversation around that. So whether or not you believe that or not, for me, I really feel like it's a great tool that people can use to help them um, not only maximize their efficiency, but be able to articulate some various parts of their business that maybe they can't articulate yet. And so for me, the key reasons to use it is efficiency and time saving, right? So let me give you an example. So we have, well, I could take this podcast for example. We have transcripts for the podcast that we publish, and then all of our coaching calls, we have transcripts that we publish. And in the past, we'd have to go through and like make it readable, right? Because a transcript is just sort of the audio, a written description of the audio. So it's not organized. It's not, there's just no, um, there's, it's just all a big long document. And so we can put that into AI and say, hey, reorganize this into something that's readable for people, that provides a summary, adds action items, different things like that. And within a very, very short period of time, we have a document that we can now use and leverage, that is way more usable than we were doing before, and doesn't require any actual manual labor in terms of creating that. So that's a great example of how you can add efficiency and time saving into your business using AI. Social media uh, creation and publishing is another great example. I can't tell you how many hours we used to spend creating creatives and headlines and copy and all of the different things, and to be able to leverage AI to create some of that so that we can put more things out there on a regular basis without having a big team has been a huge game changer. So to me, efficiency and time saving is a huge component of why you would use AI. It also helps you look at things from a more of a data-driven approach, where you can get some additional analytics or analysis of what you're doing by putting it into ChatGPT and having the computer kind of calculate that for you. It also provides you a personalized customer experience. One of my favorite things about this is, for years, because I'm so close to what we're teaching and our customers and how we're helping them, it's really hard, or it was really hard for me to articulate my messaging from a sales perspective to start attracting those people that we wanted into our world. Because as you know, like the closer you get to something, the more you're an expert at something, the harder it is to remember what it's like when you're not an expert and trying to communicate from that perspective. So for us, AI has been a game changer for that, because you can put in a profile of your ideal customer and then prompt AI to create things, messaging and whatnot, based on that ideal avatar in their own words. And so you can go back and remember how you would be talking about what you are doing, or how do you use that messaging to find and attract the right people. which has saved me, honestly, years of trying to articulate that. That has been a game changer. But again, like I'm not just taking something and copying it and moving forward. I'm just using it as a tool that helps me articulate when I'm out here with you in the podcast, or when I'm out speaking or helping customers in all of the different products and programs that we have, to be more clear and concise in how I am speaking about the problem that we're solving and how we solve the problem. And then, I mentioned this already, but from a scalability perspective, being able to leverage um, AI to help produce mass amounts of content has been amazing. And again, it's not creating it from scratch necessarily. It is putting in the inputs of like, okay, so I want to create something that is around these topics with these key points, organize this into a blog post that is structured appropriately for people to read it. That to me has saved me hours of time. But it's not like, hey, go out there and write this random blog article about this. I'm not doing it that way. I'm taking my own thoughts and using AI to organize them so I can get my message out there in a broader way. So again, I think there's so much great potential with AI. Don't think it's like, don't use it, it's bad, it's this, it's that. It is a great tool, just like anything else. When my dad and I were sort of bantering back and forth about this, I said, it's like a calculator. When a calculator was created, everyone was up in arms about the fact that nobody was going to actually do math anymore because they were all going to use the calculator, and that was cheating, right? It's the same concept, is that no, the calculator is a tool that helps you to compute numbers faster and more efficiently, but it doesn't take away the thinking that you need foundationally to understand how to do math problems. And so to me, AI is that same type of tool. And so when we can embrace it to help us do things and use it to enhance what we're doing, that's when it becomes a powerful tool. So one of the videos I did this week, it's out on YouTube. You can go check it out. But like, how do you create discussion prompts for your membership site or for your online experience so that you can put them out there and automate them? And using Canva to do that, to create the prompts, so you can, create the prompts that you want. You can either do those manually, or you can throw them in GPT and get out, you know, a large amount of discussion prompts, and then bulk edit them and import them into Canva, so you have all of the images that are behind that. That saves hours and hours of time. And so again, it's such a great tool to use to increase your productivity, to add more consistency and organization to what you are talking about. And it provides you a path to be able to quickly take all of your intellectual capital and make it into something that's valuable, so that other people can consume it and see it and understand it. So hopefully this episode is helpful. I would love to hear what your thoughts are on using AI. I will tell you that the people who are saying, oh, you can use AI to create your entire business and blah, 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 and become an expert and all the things, I think that's crap, because you need to have an expertise when you are helping people, because at the end of the day, you could produce a bunch of stuff, but it's not actually going to be valuable. You're not going to be able to support somebody in the obstacles and hurdles they're going through, hold them accountable, provide them with your insights and expertise on how to solve that problem, because you've just grabbed it from something else and it's not actually yours. It's not your intellectual capital. So don't misunderstand me. You need to be bringing your own genius to the table. AI is not going to replace that. But again, it can be used as a really valuable tool within your business. So anyway, I'd love to hear your thoughts on it and how you use it in order to really maximize your impact that you have in your business. All right. Until next time, I will talk to you soon. Hey, everybody. Are you a business owner ready to streamline and scale your business? Imagine solving the biggest business challenges with clarity, a strategy, and a clear plan. Hey, I'm Bryan, and I want to invite you to take the first step towards transforming your business with a free 30-minute discovery call. This call is an opportunity to discuss your goals, identify key challenges, and learn how my mentorship program can help you achieve the success you're aiming for. In just a half hour, we'll explore how you can scale your business by enhancing your authority strategy, engagement strategy, and retention strategy. You'll get personalized advice and a clear path forward. Ready to take the first step? Click on the link below that's in the show notes to book your free discovery call now. I hope to talk to you soon.